Hey guys, so before we move ahead to today's video, I have a small request to you. 90% of audience, 90% of viewers don't subscribe to my channel after watching the video. Now, if you do that, if you subscribe to my channel, I promise to work harder, to research better, to be more thoughtful, and to make sure that I'm putting out the best content for you. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel. Do we have a deal? In today's video, I'll be sharing some interesting and powerful research and studies on relationships and marriage. These studies have been done by some of the world's leading experts and psychologists in relationships. These research have helped millions of people in their relationships and marriage. Now, the fundamentals of any relationship is not your partner, but you. How much aware you are about your emotions, your personality, your childhood. And if you are well aware of how you function and how you pursue a relationship, you can figure out of your partners as well, because you learn to think from their point of view. And this is the aim of today's video. I'll be sharing some powerful studies where you can learn about yourself, about your partner, how to communicate better, what not to do in your relationship, and eventually to have a long and sustainable relationship. First, that is the most popular in the world. It's called attachment theory by John Bowlby. Now, what is attachment theory? It describes how individuals' emotional bonds are formed and how these bonds influence behaviors in their relationships. It means that the attachment styles we develop early in our childhood that will influence our attachment styles with our partner in our adult relationships. Because once you're aware about your attachment style, once you're aware about your partner's attachment style, what drives your behavior, what drives your emotions, you'll be able to deal with yourself and your partner better, and you'll be able to address the problems better. So total there are 3 attachment styles. Number 1, secure attachment. People with secure attachments are very comfortable with intimacy. They're very comfortable with seeking support from their partner because they believe that they can depend upon other people for love and support. They are very good at open and honest conversation. They are good with maintaining boundaries. They have a very positive view and aspects when it comes to themselves and their partner. Why? Why are these people very emotionally stable in their relationships? Because there are high chances that during their childhood they were given constant and consistent love and care from their parents, from their caregivers. As a result, they believe that they can depend upon other people for love and support. So as a result, these people have long-term relationships. There are chances that these people will not end up in divorce because they're very good at maintaining these bonds. They are very good at emotional support and receiving emotional support. Second, anxious attachment. People with anxious attachment styles tend to crave intimacy and closeness from their partner, but they often fear that their partner will not reciprocate those feelings. They are highly insecure, highly jealous, and they constantly feel that they need validation and reassurance from their partner. But why are these people highly insecure and why do they need constant validation? It means that during their childhood, their parents, their caregivers were occasionally available and sometimes they were distant. So sometimes they were showered with love and attention and care, but sometimes their parents were very distant and emotionally unavailable. Hence, they constantly crave emotional connection with their partner. They constantly crave intimacy and attention from their partner. Because when they grew up and when they saw that they were being loved sometimes, but sometimes they were not being loved, this inconsistency leads to confusion in their mind, whether they can rely on someone else for the love or not. Hence, people with anxious attachment are constantly jealous, they're constantly insecure about their partner. They link their self-esteem with their relationships. And so to conclude, these people always have fear in their mind that the love, the attention will be taken away from them and their partner will step back. Hence, they constantly live in that fear. Third, avoidant attachment. People with avoidant attachment withdraw themselves from emotionally charged situation. They're not very comfortable with communicating their needs and feelings to their partner or to someone else. At the same time, they're not very comfortable if the other person is very emotional, if the other person is very sensitive, because they feel uncomfortable in addressing that. Why are some people this way? It means their parents, their caregivers were not emotionally available during their childhood. And so they learned that they have to be on their own and they have to rely on their own for the love, for the support. Hence, these people don't depend upon other people for the emotional support, as they had to learn it by themselves, as they had to manage on their own for the love and support. As a result, these people are the first one to run away from a conversation. Whenever there is a fight, there is a conflict, there is an emotionally charged situations, these people are not comfortable because they never had one with their parents. Their parents were not emotionally available. They never had that long depth conversation with their parents. And so they lack in that area. They might also feel uninterested and emotionally distant at times. So these are the few studies, and I'm sure you got some powerful insights about yourself, about your partner, about your relationships and marriage. As I said before, the first step to any relationship, to a healthier bond, is getting to know yourself, your patterns, your behavior, your emotional understanding. And only then you can understand your partner better. So if you liked this video, if you found this video insightful and powerful, please share this with your partner so that they can learn this too. Also share this with your friends so that they can receive the help they need. At last, thank you so much for taking your time and watching this video. I'll see you next week with a new one. And at last, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Majority of viewers don't subscribe to this channel. But if you do, next time whenever there's a new video, you'll be informed first. And this way we can both learn from each other and stay in this community. I'll see you next week. Thank you.